Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Five Colonies of Castile, or also known as Warmonger Simulator 2014. So we have 3 wars right now, we're just slaughtering all kinds of natives, but at the same time, I realized, actually some people commented, and I appreciate the comments because I'm still not 100% an expert on EU4. Every now and then I miss some details. Like, for instance, when they nerfed vassal feeding, they made it so that vassals will only purchase provinces they have cores and claims on. But also, and this is the part that I forgot, they will always buy provinces that they ever owned at any point in the game. So Aragon at one point owned Girona, right? And what France did is they took it from them, and then in the next war they made them annul their claim and their core on it. So Aragon doesn't have a claim to claim more core on Girona, but because they've owned it in the past, if I take it from France in a peace deal, I'll always be able to sell it to Aragon. And by doing that, I'll get a free core. Assuming Aragon has the time to core it, which they're going to be our vassal in 5 years. So I'm thinking it's possible we should just declare war on France, even though we've got all these other wars. I was looking at the ledger. France has no navy to speak of. They would be very easy to blockade. We've got Austria still as our ally. They like us. They do or do not have a truce. No truce with France. England, no truce with France. Let's see if in the next month we can convince our friends to, what, who are you? Apparently we're allies with you. 6 out of 6 relations. I still don't want to be friends with England. Brittany, I don't really care about either. So we'll just decline. We'll decline them both. No, you can't be our, you cannot come to our wedding. Apparently we have the same dynasty as Naples. Same dynasty as Aragon and Castile. And we are not really doing anything here. They would definitely be a better relationship than Brittany. There's always a chance we could inherit the throne because we're the same dynasty. Wow, look at that, a 5-5-5. Holy crap. Yeah, more so than Brittany, I think that we should have a relationship with Naples. Let's go ahead and dissolve the alliance with Brittany, free up a relationship, and let's get an alliance with Naples. They'll never accept an offer of vassalization, I think, but because we have the same dynasty, there's a pretty good chance we'll end up becoming bestest buddies. Alright, France. We have no diplomats to send. My diplomats are in a weird spot right now. They're like in the middle of the thing. It's weird. When you load the game up, it like puts weird things, like sieges are at the top. After we play for a few months, the game, you know, these sieges will end up at the bottom again. It's just weird. Kind of strange. Got some new heavy ships. Cool. Let's send those somewhere. I don't know. Wherever. Andalusia. Actually, I guess we'll send him here. We might as well send him, put him in a position to just blockade France. We can count on England to help out, I think. There's our Grand Fleet. Excellent. Colonize the South Continent. At least one province owned in La Plata. That is a region, I believe. La Plata? Yep. So we'd have to start a colony in La Plata in order to pick up the... Oh, we only get prestige? Well, that's stupid. Never mind. Achieving religious unity is probably not going to happen either. Hey, Toledo can be converted fairly quickly now. These things, what's happening is that, you know, they're taking forever right now. The Canarius, let's find that. The Canarius. The reason it's taking forever is that it still has the religious zeal, but those are dropping off. You'll see that one's going to go in another 10 years. And when it goes away, then all of a sudden you can convert it very quickly. I don't really like any of those missions. Alright, so who wants to go to war with France? We have no casus belli right now. Austria and England, both eager to join. We want to be the one that declares because Austria is rivaled with England. So we're both friends, but if Austria declares the war or England declares the war, then I can help, but the other one won't help. We want England involved too. So I think we need to find an excuse to attack France. Right now we have any embargoes active? No, France hasn't embargoed us. They're embargoing both England and Austria. We could just fabricate a claim, but that might take a little time. Hey, let's fabricate a claim on Girona. I mean, make it a little bit less expensive to take that. I still want to feed stuff back to Guy. I'm just going to call him Guy. I can't pronounce the actual name. It's French. Okay, so we've won some sieges. Shocking. Our 5 regiments are fighting off 17. pretty good. It's a pretty good job, guy. Nice work. Just siege your thing. Alright, and then what's going on? So you have to just pan all the way across the map so often. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so you've done your thing. Why don't you go to there now? And we do still need to attack these guys too. There's so many people to attack. If you notice anybody colonizing, you need to tell me. Right away. So I don't want anyone colonizing anything but us. It's just our land. Them's the rules. Let's just go... These natives are so aggressive. What a bunch of jerks. Here we are just trying to be peaceful. Do we have any transports over here? I don't think we do. Could march these guys. Nope, we can't. There's yeah, let's just... Oh dear. I know that England could go north. Even though we've got the trade winds kind of preventing them with the colonial range, they might still be able to colonize up there soon. So we should probably continue to colonize things everywhere. All of the things. Alright. So I do have 20 heavies. I don't know where they all are. We got 8 there. 13 ships here. Blockading. We're trying to take Cahors. We did breach the walls. We could just assault. Nah. We'll just wait. Okay, that was a pretty simple little battle. Now, some people have asked me if I'm going to continue this series past the 5 colonies, and I think we will. There's a few other achievements we could do that would be kind of fun, like the Spanish Emperor one, and the one where you start playing as one of your nations, and then try to conquer your former overlord. That one would be really hard, considering how strong we've made Castile now, but no. So Guy's army of 10 plus our 17. We could totally take France easily. We just need a claim. How's that claim looking? 18%. That's slow. France, I want to attack you, please. Come on. I want to attack Algiers too. I think Morocco had a couple cores. Yeah, we need to feed 2 cores back to Morocco. There's so much to do. So many people to attack, so little time. Hey, good job, Morocco. You worry about that. I'm just going to go over here. So we're going to go for the trade power, I think, from Mali this time, since we took all their money last time. Peace offer from Kilwa. Kilwa will pay 1,500 ducats. Really? That's a lot of ducats. I mean, that's like a lot of ducats? Is that all you have? I'm assuming that's all that you have. 1525. Ah, you're holding out on me, huh? Well, do we take 1,500 ducats? I mean, imagine all the things we could build with that. Or we could just try to get their trade power and then force money around the coast. I kind of like the trade power thing, but at the same time, we don't need it yet. But they're such a large country and they're along the coast that, and there's no traversable terrain here, so if we take the peace offer now, we're going to get exiled and then we're not going to be able to continue our trek to India. So I think we make him into a vassal. We'll just ignore the fact that they've got 1,500 ducats. Money's just money. We'll get more money later. It's not that big of a deal. No new missions. Okay, so we have so many little protectorates. They can't actually do anything for us, but come on, we need a claim. We need to go to war with France. We need to go to war and win the war before the annexation of Aragon finishes. It's essential. Okay. Spanish Colombia, Spanish Guyana, Spanish Brazil. We've got all kinds of colonies. Doing pretty well. This is in a new colonial region, I think. No, it's not. Still colonial Brazil. Never mind. So, let's see. Our very, very first little vassal. They want a replacement? There's your bureaucrat. They took exploration. Finally. Good. Exploration level 3 means that they should have a colonist. Totally. Where's your colonist? Colonize. Why aren't you colonizing? Oh, you are. You colonized this. I didn't do that. They must have colonized that, right? Yes. Are you colonizing something else? That's yellow. Maybe they're probably colonizing that. I can't even see it. I want them all colonizing. We're going to have 20 colonists. 5 colonial nations, each with 2 colonists. That's 10, plus my 4. It's 14. And since they are our colonies, they should have... No, they get colonial ideas. They don't get Spanish ideas. That's too bad. If they got Spanish ideas, they'd be overpowered. They'd get an extra colonist. Not that it's a bad thing for it to be overpowered. I mean, it's a colonial nation. Their whole purpose is to colonize. They should colonize. I really do think colonial nations should have colonists. They should have colonists in their national ideas. We'll wait for this little bit of reinforcement. Nope, Kilwa. So you're spending your money. I'm not happy about that. You'll become my protectorate. I'm gonna become the mafia. Please don't attack my colonies. Do we have our claim yet? Seriously. Why is it taking so long? Gain stability? Absolutely. More problems with religion. Sounds fun. We still have plenty of land force limit. Our manpower is still less than half. So... Ooh, just got trading in ivory. Very nice. Diplomatic reputation +2. Experienced diplomats trading in ivory +2. So that's going to speed up the time frame we're looking at here. Now it's going to be done in just 3 years. We might not have time to give Girona back to France. Well, 3 years is still quite a long time. And France has been really weakened. Well, if you're going to have your whole army there, we'll just wait for the whole army. Make sure it's nice and safe. Nice and safe. Hey, we gained the conquest. Okay, so, hey France, we're going to call in everyone on you. Take Girona. England and Austria want to become friends. Apparently Naples is being occupied by Tuscany. Hey Tuscany, how about you stop doing that? Oh shoot, you're actually at war with Serbia. So you declared war. What is this war? This is the Hungarian conquest of Serbia. Tuscany is the actual... Wait, is Tuscany the war leader? So it's the Hungarian conquest of Serbia. Hungary called in Tuscany. So we'd have to make Serbia like us in order to protect our vassal, or our potential vassal, someday. Well, we have money. I mean, we're making 24 ducats a month just for fun, and this war's probably going to end pretty quickly. But just for fun, I want to do some subsidies. And let's see if we can figure out a little bit more about how this works. So let's go to, like, country, find Serbia. Serbia's making 1.83 ducats a month. So I feel like probably the most effective amount to give them is going to be less than their total amount. So we'll give them subsidies. We'll give them... If they're making 1.38, let's try giving them half of that. Like 1 ducat. See how much opinion that gives us. 6.6 a year. Still not very much. Whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. Hopefully that's the last land for him. I don't see any other territory. We'll be able to wrap this war up pretty quick. Are you guys there yet? And now we have another conquest CV against the Creek. Excellent. Let's attack them. Oh jeez, this is never ending. No, Kilwa. I will accept nothing less than half your trade power for the rest of the game. I'm very excited. By the way, Wealth of Nations Dev Diary 6 just came out as of this video, so I just got done reading that. Very excited for the Wealth of Nations expansion. Oh shoot! Now Austria's not willing to join the war. What happened, Austria? You're at war with Pomerania, Sweden, Russia. Well, we can't afford to wait. That's too bad. Okay, let's let them attach this. We're gonna need a commander here. We're currently at 2 out of 2. Before we send our army forward, Switzerland honored it, Norway honored it, Ireland honored it, Milan dishonored it, and Bar dishonored it. Okay, good. So we'll do one more quick battle with this commander down here, and then we'll send him home. That doesn't mean we can't put the commander over in Girona. Actually, maybe we can just use Guy's commander. France has this really terrible commander. Getting torn all over the map here. Attached to me. Well, they're pretty aggressively trying to take back their thing. I guess we'll just rely on the mountain defense bonus instead of worrying about a commander. But Guy wants their core back. That's good. Being aggressive, little guys. We're happy. Alright, let's advance forward then with this. We'll just continue to do it. Lost our CB against the Hausa. That's totally fine. It's just nonsense. You're not going to be able to take 2 regiments. That's way too much power for you. Got some sugar. We can get a new idea. Hey, superior firepower. Leader fire +1. How are we looking on technology? Are we going to want to do that one next? We're only 1 year ahead of time now, and the next one is a tactics boosting tech level. So we're going to skip this idea and get to level 12 first. So France has come in with force. We should just reinforce if we can get there in time. We should have probably just stayed there in the first place. We're really spread thin. But, I mean, we're up against it. We only have 35% or so left that we're able to try to take Girona before the war's over. Sorry, before the annexation's complete. And that battle's probably going to get lost. But England should come in, and we know we can blockade them. We'll win the war eventually, even if I have to lose a few troops in the beginning. We can hire a ton of mercenaries. Let's just hire a ton of mercenaries. I want some Landschnicks. We'll get those. We'll take these guys. We'll take a mercenary cannon. Why not? Lots of mercenaries. We're full maintenance, right? Good. And we're not going to raise war taxes because we're not stupendously ahead of tech anymore. And that's unfortunate. Alright, well, you know. Not every decision I make is going to be the right one. I still feel like declaring war on France and trying to take Girona is a good idea. I'm in the middle of 4 wars. It's not very smart. And I think that that's the end, although this is actually a province. So we need to go advance on that too. It's easy to forget that that's an actual independent province. We're going to need 100% to make them into a protectorate. There's nowhere for you to run though, so just die. Die. Die! Or run. That's fine too. It's a lot of regiments. Unfortunately, Guy is getting sieged. It's not cool. Alright, where are my heavies? I need all my heavies. Got 13 ships here. That's 6 heavies. I think one of my trade fleets actually has some heavies hidden in it. Yeah, you have 6. Give me those 6. So I want you, you, and you to all come meet up there. Just go around, kill the Navy, kill whatever shows up. I don't want to spend manpower, so I think we're going to keep hired mercenaries. Lots of pop-ups. Peace offer from Aztecs that we don't want. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. Next video, I think we'll end these two wars with Kilwa and the Aztecs. And then we'll focus our full attention on France. Mali will just kind of end up happening on its own. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon.